In this video, I wanted to talk about 10 coins that you can look for in your pocket change that you can actually find. These coins can be worth anywhere from like $5 and upwards to a few $100s, with some of them in really high grade being worth thousands, but those are going to be a little more scarce to find. Anyway, I thought this could be a really fun video to show you some really good coins to look for while you're coin roll hunting, or just next time you buy fast food and you got a little coins in your hand, and maybe you'll come across something really cool. Anyway, thanks for supporting the channel, and let's get right to this video. At number 10, always try to pick up silver half dollars or half dollars from the bank, because silver half dollars can have some really good value to them. If the half dollar is dated 1964 or earlier, it is actually 90% silver. Half dollars dated from 1965 to 1970 are still 40% silver, so depending on the spot price of silver at the time, these coins can be worth a pretty penny. Most people think that the silver in US coins ended in 64, but that's not true for a few different coins. The half dollar coin had silver in it until 1970, and many people spend the half dollars from 65 to 70 not really realizing that they have this percentage of silver still in them. You can also go to the bank and ask them for rolls of Kennedy halves and simply go through them. You usually can tell by looking at the side of the coin the difference between a silver one and a non-silver half dollar. At number 9, there are quite a few certain uncirculated state quarters that are worth pretty good money that you can find in your pocket. There was a lot of people hoarding rolls of state quarters at one point, but now they're spending them quite a bit. And so a lot of these that you'll come across are in pretty beat up condition. Now, if you can put together a whole set of them, it's actually got some pretty good value to it, far above the individual quarter face value. Also, if you can put together rolls of quarters, you can actually get a pretty good value of almost $30, $35 for a roll of these in decent condition. The main ones to look for that have errors on them seem to be coming out of the quarters that are from Georgia, Connecticut, Tennessee, and Illinois. Now, of course, the quarters from these series that are uncirculated are going to command a huge value, but I've seen rolls of these coins that are in decent shape sell for between $20 and $50. Not to mention there is quite a bit of errors, as I said before, that you can find across these quarters. There's been a lot of off-center and misaligned die strikes, as well as visible die cracks in some of the obverses of these coins, so you can really find some good stuff. At number 8, I've mentioned this in another video that covers further detail, but the 1995 double die obverse Lincoln cent is one of those coins that had a ton of them produced and a ton of them found, so you can find these in pocket change. This double die variety generated a huge mainstream interest when it first was featured in a USA Today article not many years ago. It is one of those wonderful coins that sells for between $20 and $40, but usually around the $20 mark depending on how heavy and clear the doubling is, which can be seen in the words Liberty and the phrase "In God We Trust" on the coin. At number 7, you should be checking out all presidential dollar coins, because some presidential dollar coins are missing the edge lettering or have what's known as an edge lettering error. Ever since these coins were issued in 2007, there have been a number of errors associated with the lettering on the edge of these coins. The edge lettering is applied to the coin after the coin is struck, and in some cases it is just missing entirely. So you can detect this pretty easily. You can look at the edge of the coin. The inscription should appear fully encased all around the circumference of the coin. So missing of any letterings or a doubling of inscriptions has been found and are rare errors that can be worth up to $3,000 depending on the president on that coin. At number 6, A semi-newer Roosevelt dime you can find in your pocket change is the 1982 no Mintmark Roosevelt dime, which is a really awesome heir and worth pretty good money, even though a ton of these have been found. At the point in time the United States had made these coins, the coin dies sent to the individual branch mints would be punched with the proper Mintmark letter for that branch before it was shipped out. This variety is believed to be caused because one or more of those dies were not punched and then were sent off to the mint branches where they went ahead and just used them. The letter P was being used for coins made at the Philadelphia facility, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Therefore, all coins should have a mint mark. Since this coin can be found with no mint mark, it makes it moderately valuable as an heir. There's many of them altered out there, so you do want to, if you don't find it yourself and can certify it, you want to make sure it's a certified coin, but they can sell for generally around $30 to $50. At number 5, a really good wide AM Lincoln cent is the 99 wide AM reverse Lincoln cent. If you want to know a lot more about wide and close AM Lincoln cents, then check out my video that's titled that, Wide AM versus Close AM Lincoln Varieties, and you'll learn all about them. This variety is known for 3 different dates, which is from 1998, 99, and 2000, with 99 being probably the hardest to come by, as well as, due to its scarcity, the most valuable. Now, the mint for some reason used a proof die to strike standard circulation coins, and this ended up making the reverse of these coins have a wider space between the A and M in America, and it is clearly separated in the wide variety. Now, depending on condition, these coins can sell for anywhere from between about $5 and $30, but if they're graded and they're high grade, they've been seen selling in upwards of $500. At number 4, the 2004 D Wisconsin State Quarter. Now, it's not just this quarter that you want to look for, but you want to look at all of them that you come across. You can find one of them in your pocket change with an extra leaf on the reverse of the coin. There should only be one leaf hanging on the left side of the ear of corn on the back of this coin, and many of them came out having an extra leaf on it, making them worth hundreds of dollars if you come across one. The leaf is very prominent, so you generally don't need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe or anything. And 2 varieties are known, which is a high leaf and low leaf type. Now, counterfeits don't seem to be too out there for this coin, but these can be worth quite a bit of money if they're graded pretty decently, usually running about $200 to $300. At number 3, although a little bit older of a Lincoln Penny, another great double die Lincoln Penny is from 1972 and has a double die obverse. The 1972 penny does not have a mint mark, and many of them had a double die variety that shows strong doubling on pretty much the whole coin. Now, the doubling is across most elements of the coin, but you generally can see it mostly in the word united. And then in a lot of the varieties of this coin, you might need magnification to see the doubling, but also it's been noticed on the word liberty on many of these coins, the doubling is really heavy as well. Now, most of these coins are found in pretty beat up condition, but ones that are seen selling in higher grades usually sell for between $500 and $700. At number 2, another great Lincoln Penny with a double die obverse is the 1970 S, and as with practically all true double die varieties, only one side of this coin will show doubling, and that's the obverse depicting Lincoln. If both sides exhibit doubling on any part of the coin actually exhibits strike doubling instead and is not worth as much money as an actual double die. Now, how do you detect this coin? The rare small date variety is most easily distinguished from the standard type by the weakness of the word liberty. Another way to identify the small date variety of this coin is to look at the 7 in the date. If it is level with the other numerals in the date, it is the small date variety. If the numeral 7 is slightly lower, then it is the more common large date variety and less valuable. The double die obverse is usually seen best on this coin in the first 3 letters of Liberty and in the phrase "In God We Trust." These coins in decent condition have sold in upwards of $3,000. Last on our list of coins that you can find in your pocket change that are worth good money is the 1969 S Lincoln cent with a double die obverse. So you probably have noticed that double dies really get good value when you go to sell them either through some sort of website or an actual auction house. Getting them graded definitely enhances the value by far. This 1969 S Lincoln cent is ridiculously rare, so that's why it's at number 1 on this list. Now, you may not come across one of these as readily in your pocket change, but you can detect the double die on this coin because it has apparent doubling of the entire obverse or head side of this Lincoln penny, except for on the Mintmark of S. If the Mintmark is also doubled, it is probably a case of strike doubling rather than a double die and is not really worth as much. This is because mint marks were punched into the coin die separately in '69 after the double die had already been made. These coins can go for a variety of values. On the low end, a couple $1,000. In high grade condition, they've been seen selling for anywhere in upwards of $35,000 or $40,000. So as you can see from this list, there is a ton of valuable coins that you can find right in your pocket change. Some of these might be a little more scarce than others, but I have tons of other lists out there that you can look at either on my YouTube channel or on my website Variety and Errors, which cover basically every coin or banknote you'll want to search for. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments what your favorite coins or banknotes are to search for. I can't wait to hear about them. I will see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.